Worksheet, question 1. Now we can do that question.
Light from an extended source 10 centimeters in diameter falls on an opaque object 12 centimeters in diameter. If on a screen 6 meters from the source, the full shadow umbra is 16 centimeters in diameter, find A, the distance from the source to the object, B, the width of the half shadow, C, the total diameter of the half shadow.
Okay, here we go. Part A. I'm going to say that wait, hold on, 1 box or 2 box? Okay, so my 2 boxes is 10 centimeters. Let's do that. So now I'm going to start drawing. First of all, let me start by drawing my source. So my source is how many centimeters? So my extended source is 10 centimeters big. I'm going to make this orange. Then I'm going to make my object 12 centimeters. So I'm going to make this slightly bigger than this. And then he says that the screen from the source is 6 meters. So that means it's 600 centimeters. I know it's not to scale, but bear with me. So now let's start drawing. I have to take this end, hit this end, make it go to the screen. I'm just going to take the same end and make another line that goes like this. I know that one doesn't actually exist. It's just, I just have to do it for tangents and stuff. Okay, just so you know. And then the same thing will happen to the other side. It hits this side and it goes to the screen, give or take. Okay, these are the 3 rays I want you to draw from the top of the source. This is my object and this is my screen. I'm going to do the exact same thing to the other side. 1 ray that goes from the bottom and goes here. Going to have another ray and it goes from here to here. I'm going to have a 3rd ray that goes from here right into the question. Yes, again, remember none of this is drawn to scale. Okay, so our umbra is going to be this distance, right? This is going to be my U, right? The darkest shadow. And my penumbra is going to be this and that. On both sides. Remember, it's an extended source, so it'll be like a circle, but that just couldn't confuse me, so I'm just going to keep I'm just looking at it as a 2-dimensional picture. So what does the question give me? My source is 10 centimeters. My object is 12 centimeters. My umbra is 16 centimeters. And I have to find this distance. I'm going to call it L. I know this total distance from here to here is 600 centimeters because that's what's given. Now we're going to look at the ratios. So our source is 10 centimeters, our object is 12, and our umbra is 16. So do you see our ratio sort of developing? It's just getting bigger, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm going to use some geometry. In part A, I need to find L. The length of the object to the source and the length of the umbra to the source are related by something. So watch this. So if an object height minus the source height divided by L, that thing in the middle. The ratio of this thing is the same as the ratio of those things. Okay, I'm going to do the green again. I'm talking about the ratios of these things are going to be the same. So that means I can write equal U minus S divided by 600, because that's what it was given. So I'm going to now say the ratio that this makes is the same as the ratio that this makes. That's basic geometry. And I can put them equal to each other because the ratios will give me the same number. Which means now I have my height of the object, which was 12, minus source, which was 10, divided by L. The umbra that's given is 16, minus 10 divided by 600. Can I calculate L? 200 centimeters?
Yes.
Good. So this will be now given as 200 centimeters. This angle is the same as that angle, correct? And if I call both of these thetas, can I write tangent of theta equals perpendicular over base?
Mm-hmm.
And on the other side, can I write tangent of theta equals this little x, this length L, right? This, what do you want to call it? L1? So it will be x plus p divided by L1. And what is this L1?
400.
400. Why?
Because 600 minus.
There we go. That's 400. Can I replace this tangent theta with this? They're the same thetas, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then may I write this as 100 over 200 equals x plus p divided by, L1 was 400, right? Oh, 10. You're right. My bad. So now can I cancel stuff out? This 0 goes away and this 0 goes away. Okay, so what is x plus p? So x plus p is 40 divided by 2, which is 20. Now what is x? That's our question. Yes, sir?
3.
3. How is it 3?
Because if the middle part of U is 10, and then it goes out on each side, we'd be left with 6. Could you divide that by 2 and get 3? Why don't you just use a highlight?
Can I use a highlight? Actually, that's a good idea. Okay, so this is the part we're looking for, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? And Ian said this part is 10. Half of that is above and half of that is below. So that means this distance is 5. And so we will get 16 minus 10, which is 6 centimeters left over. So half of that will be 3 and half of that will be 3. So x is 3. So P will be, does everybody understand that logic? Good?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to erase these. So one side of P will be 17. So the total P will be 34. You're right. So the total P will now be, it's a nice number.
So would that mean that 34 is the answer?
What does it ask you? It asks you the total diameter of the shadow. That should include the penumbra. Yes, but it's asking you to start from the middle to all the way out. So then you just add the umbra to it, the 16 to it. So the answer to part C will be U plus P total.